This video involves flashing lights. TitanFall 2 is a fast-paced FPS game and it is a lot of fun. This is definitely one of my favourite games of all time, and if you haven't played it yet, then I think you should check it out. I'm not going to spoil the later parts of the campaign, but I will be using gameplay from the first few missions, so be warned. Now grab your weapon, pilot, and prepare for TitanFall. The first thing I should tell you about the campaign is that it's amazing.
Beautiful, isn't it?
It is quite short, but every mission is a lot of fun, especially this one. I was so excited to replay the campaign for this video that in the first mission I ran into the falling drop pod and was forced to restart. I'm not going to go into the story because I think it would be best for you to play it yourself, but I enjoyed it. The characters are definitely the best part, isn't that right, BT? All of the missions feel unique and fun, including the tutorial. The pilot gauntlet is one of the most replayed parts of the campaign, and people have some insane completion times. It's basically a course that will test your skills, but people have turned it into a race, and it's amazing. There isn't really much more to say about the campaign, so I'm going to move on to the... TitanFall 2's gameplay is fast. Really fast. As a pilot, you can double jump and wall run, and it is the most fun I have had with a movement system in a video game ever. Just look at this. You can then combine the already fast movement with a grapple hook or speed boost to make it even better. Why doesn't every game have movement like this? Let's talk about weapons. There's a lot of them. I definitely have my favourites. I'm looking at you, R101. The weapon balancing is okay. Most guns feel balanced, but there are some extremely good weapons that are just not fun to play against. Let me introduce you to the Spitfire, the most overpowered gun in TitanFall 2. At least, it is in my opinion. It does a lot of damage quickly, it has a huge magazine, it is just not fun to play against. Basically, I think this gun should only be used against AI. Anyway, enough about the Spitfire, let's talk about the other weapons. I'm not going to go over every weapon in the game because there is just too many, but I will go over the ones that stick out to me. First of all, let's talk about the Kraber. This gun one-shots opponents and makes a cool noise when you fire it. It is really satisfying when you hit someone with this, but I'm not very good at the game, so that doesn't happen often. Next is the Alternator. You do not need to aim with this gun. The hip fire in this game is already very accurate, but this gun makes it feel even better. The Wingman Elite is just a better version of the sidearm called the Wingman, and this is another gun that I think is just really satisfying to use. It's very cool. Now, there are other guns I could talk about, but instead I want to talk about the... There are 7 Titans you can choose from, and they are all unique and fun. My personal favourite is Scorch because he does a lot of damage and can create giant patches of fire. You can also equip a Titan kit, which is basically just a boost for your Titan. I think Nuclear Ejection is the best because it lets me deal damage even after my Titan is destroyed. Assault Chip is also pretty good if you don't want to control your Titan. Okay then, let's talk about the multiplayer is really fun, but I can really only review Attrition and Pilot v Pilot because I can't find a match in any of the other modes. I have played a few of them in the past and they were fun, but I have no gameplay to show from them, so you will just have to take my word. Attrition is the main game mode, as it uses all of the mechanics. It starts out as Pilot v Pilot with a few AI running around, but the more eliminations you get, the more this gauge fills, and once it's full up... As a Titan, you are much more powerful than a pilot, but pilots aren't powerless against you. They have access to a small selection of weapons that are effective against Titans, and you have to watch out for them. They could also just jump onto your back, taking out your battery, weakening you and giving them a healable for their Titans. This game mode is definitely my favourite, but Pilot v Pilot is also very fun. It is basically just attrition without Titans and AI, so 10 out of 10. Overall, I love TitanFall 2, and hope you'll try it out if you haven't already. This game will always be one of my favourites, and one day I hope we get a third installment. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.